They said it was just a trip, just a shoot, just a getaway. But nothing about Jung Hae-in and Jung So-min's time in Bali has been just anything. When the first photos surfaced, sunlight spilling over two silhouettes on a Bali beach, a subtle glance exchanged between them, fans didn't blink. They stared. And then the theories began. What started as a routine overseas shoot quickly spiraled into a romance rumor whirlwind, with fans dissecting every smile, every whisper, every shadow. What are Hae-in and So-min hiding, or rather, what are they not hiding well enough? Jung Hae-in, known for his heartfelt performances and emotionally restrained characters, has always been adored for his sincerity. And Jung So-min, with her down-to-earth charm and quiet grace, is a fan favorite for her authenticity and magnetic screen presence. Together, they've always been a fantasy pairing for many K-drama lovers. But no one expected the fantasy to spill over into something so real. Their chemistry on screen has long been the talk of the town. From scripted romance to genuine emotion, fans have been captivated by how naturally the two complement each other. But during their recent time in Bali, something shifted. There was an ease between them. A new depth. Candid photos showed them laughing, whispering, leaning into each other, not as actors rehearsing lines, but as two people comfortable and connected. And then came the behind-the-scenes footage. Hae-in casually brushing sand off So-min's arm. So-min handing him water like she's done it 100 times before. Unspoken signals, shared inside jokes, lingering glances, these weren't in the script, but they told a story louder than words. One moment, in particular, has become a lightning rod for fan speculation. In a now viral clip taken by a staff member during sunset filming, So-min walks ahead on the beach, barefoot and laughing. Behind her, Hae-in jogs up to catch her, gently places a hand on her shoulder, and whispers something that causes her to stop in her tracks and burst into laughter. The camera pans away before we hear what he says, but the body language, the closeness, the look in his eyes, it wasn't acting. It was real. And that's where fans lost it. Social media platforms exploded. On TikTok, the hashtag #HaeMin in Bali trended globally. Fans edited slow-motion videos of that sunset scene, set to romantic ballads. Twitter flooded with GIFs, theories, and comments like "I'm not delusional if it's right there in front of us, and they better not play with our hearts, just confirm it already." Even fan forums across Korea, Japan, and the Philippines started organizing watch parties to go through old interviews and look for signs they'd missed. And then came the photo that broke everything wide open, a shot from a local Bali cafe, not taken by production crew, but a passerby. No lights. No script. Just Hae-in and So-min, sitting side by side, with no cameras in sight. He's looking down at his drink. She's looking at him. Her smile is soft. His eyes are focused. There's no distance between them, not physically, not emotionally. That single image has fueled more conversations than 100 press releases. The agency responses? Predictably vague. Hae-in's agency said, they were in Bali for work. Any other speculation is simply that, speculation. So-min's team echoed similar sentiments, adding, "We ask fans to respect their privacy." Which, of course, did little to quell the storm. If anything, the non-denial denials only added more fuel. Fans know when something's being hidden, and they weren't buying the corporate script. Interestingly, this isn't the first time Hae-in and So-min have found themselves in the middle of such speculation. During their joint press appearances months ago, their comfort level with each other had already drawn subtle attention. They'd finish each other's sentences, subtly mimic each other's body language, classic signs of rapport. But no one expected it to escalate into a possible real-life romance. And yet, here we are. What makes this story so gripping isn't just the idea of two beautiful stars possibly falling in love. It's how natural it all feels. In an industry filled with PR relationships and orchestrated moments, this, if true, feels organic. It wasn't announced. It wasn't pushed. It wasn't packaged for public approval. It just happened. And fans got to witness it unfold in the most unexpected way. But here's the million-one question. Are they really together? Some say yes. Body language experts on YouTube have already done frame-by-frame breakdowns, pointing out signs of affection, mutual attraction, and romantic tension. Look at the way he stands slightly behind her, like he's always guarding her space, one expert says. Notice how she turns her whole body to face him during conversations. That's trust and deep emotional connection. Others aren't so sure. They're actors, skeptics argue. This could be great PR or just two professionals who get along well. And yes, that's possible. After all, not every touch means love. Not every look means longing. But fans have seen enough to hope. Hope for a love that feels real. For a relationship that looks natural. For two people who seem to genuinely care for each other beyond the camera. And even if it turns out to be a deep friendship, the bond between Jung Hae-in and Jung So-min has given fans something rare: joy. Still, the silence from both parties is deafening. No confirmation. No denial. Just lingering curiosity. And maybe that's the point. Maybe some stories are best told without words. Maybe the truth isn't in press releases but in the way he reaches for her when no one's watching. In the way she laughs at things only he whispers. In the space between them that always seems too small for just friendship. Maybe Bali wasn't just a location, it was a turning point. Fans are still holding their breath, waiting for more. More footage. More interactions. Maybe even a confirmation. But whether or not that comes, one thing is certain: the Bali trip has changed how people see Jung Hae-in and Jung So-min. It's no longer just about acting. It's about what's real. About connections that can't be scripted. And if this is love, or even the beginning of it, then what a beautiful beginning it is. In a world where celebrity stories are often crafted by PR teams and shaped by algorithms, something about this Bali trip feels unfiltered. Genuine. And that's why fans can't look away. That's why they keep clicking, watching, re-watching. Because somewhere in the golden Bali sunset, in a laugh shared between two people who may or may not be in love, we all saw a glimpse of something honest. Too close in Bali? Maybe. Too close to ignore? Absolutely. And maybe, just maybe, that's the start of something.